Hey empowered couples, welcome to the show. In today's episode, what you'll take away is how to tell if someone truly loves you. Because recall the time when your partner said, "I love you" for the first time. Or maybe you said it first. Either way, that moment felt incredible because the two of you revealed this love for each other. And if you think about it, in the movies, they say, "I've fallen in love with you." Or, "I have fallen out of love with you." Well, if you can fall in and out of love so quickly, is that truly love or is that something else? Because as the months and the years pass, how do you know that your partner still loves you? What are you measuring that against? So today's episode will be about 3 signs that your partner truly loves you.
I love that question. And by the way, if you have not met us, we are the Freemans. We coach and create courses and do live workshops for couples to get the relationship skills that are needed to have a healthy, great marriage. And if that's for you and you're loving these videos, subscribe more to this channel and we'll jump back in here. You know, first thing, love is just not a mood and it's not conditional. You know, imagine that the milestones in your relationship when your partner might bring you flowers or they take you on a trip for an anniversary or for a birthday. Oh, all of a sudden you have these positive feelings. You feel that they love you. But then if it is conditional that way, then they can just as easily remove it. So what if they forget milestones? What if they forget some birthdays and anniversaries over the time and length of your relationship? All of a sudden, does that mean that they don't love you anymore? So how do you know? This is such a great question that we asked this couple, Walter and Tiffany. How do you know that your partner loves you?
So Walter, how can you tell if Tiffany loves you?
She's incredibly loyal.
Mm-hmm.
And she's with me in my weaknesses and my strengths, and probably more so in my weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
And so anybody can be with anybody when everything's working, but when it's not working, that's when there's the real test, when she's in the trenches and I'm at my worst.
Yeah, so she sticks with you in those tough moments.
Yeah, and she's open and willing to see her stuff in the middle of all of it.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome. So Tiffany, how can you tell that Walter loves you?
Really what it comes down to is he's a stand for my greatness, and he always is very supportive of really anything and everything that I want to do in life, and he believes in me and has been one of the very few people in my life of partnerships that somebody's believed in me and lifted me up.
I love that. Thank you so much for answering the question. As you can imagine, there are so many different ways that people would answer that question. So this episode will be 3 signs to look for to tell that your partner truly loves you, so that you can also focus on where you can improve in your relationship, so you can experience even more love and connection in your relationship. Sign number 1 is attention. You can't experience true love without having their full attention, uninterrupted, right? So it's not, I'm trying to talk to you, but I'm looking at my phone. I hope you had a good day. Attention is how you really do show love. And here's the thing, people are busy, right? You've got maybe kids, you're working on your health, you're trying to be great in your profession. So it might feel like I don't have a lot of time for my partner. But the thing is, it's not about quantity, is it?
No, it's not. Because you can think of times that you've been together. You may be sitting on the couch in the evening. You could be even on a beach somewhere on vacation. But what if your partner is off reading a book, they're on their phone, they're talking to someone else? You can be together, so the time is there, but that doesn't mean that you have your partner's attention. And why this is so important yet so simple, it's been studied with the Gottman Institute over 40 years, and they actually can determine with 94% accuracy if a relationship will be healthy and if it will stay together and avoid divorce, all from the attention. And why is this so important? Well, you only need to ask one person, right? A child. A kid is always trying to get your attention by grabbing your leg or waving their arms, even if you're talking to somebody else. It might seem rude, but what is it that they are trying to get from you? Your attention. Why? That's when they feel loved by you. And by giving your undivided attention to your partner, no matter the time, they will actually feel more love from you.
And here's the thing, you don't have to have hours and hours. You might not be able to find that realistically, but can you set aside 30 minutes in the evening, no kids around, you're not looking at your phones, you are fully present with each other, making eye contact and connecting. That is truly how you can show your partner that you love them. What about sign number 2?
Sign number 2 is affirmation. You know, affirming your partner, the positive aspects, to the ideas and the thoughts and the dreams that they have, even the small things that they do for you. Are you showing gratitude and appreciation? Are you verbalizing it? Because, I mean, how easy is it?
So easy. To forget.
To forget. Your partner, you know, they go to work, the amount of time they put in, maybe they're cleaning the house or doing dishes or they do the finances, all the things they're taking care of, or even how about their dress?
Yeah, how
you
appear.
How they look. Are you saying, oh my gosh, you look beautiful today? How often and how easy is it to forget to affirm our partner?
Yeah, your partner needs to hear those things even if you think they already know it. Even if you think, well, you're already confident. You already know that I appreciate you. Even though they might know it, it helps a lot to really hear it from you, because it just gets way too easy to take each other for granted, and that builds up resentment and disconnection. And do you even love me still? So you need to tell them, even if they don't technically need it, because again, it's not that your partner is weak and they need that. It's about filling their cup and making it known. So, you know, he looks nice. Today I said about 3 times, you look really handsome. And he doesn't necessarily need to hear that, but doesn't it feel great?
Yeah, it really does, especially because today is my birthday. And the other reason is the opposite, right? If you don't do this, the place that you're going to default to is criticism. Yeah. Now, when we say criticism, that doesn't mean that you're blatant putting your partner down. Now, to be honest, if that's in your relationship, I would really look to say, maybe love isn't present. Maybe love isn't really alive and being experienced by your partner. But just think about this. You know, in our case, Jocelyn is the visionary. She has such great ideas, and I'm the logic, the structure person. This is what we're going to be doing. But yet, when Jocelyn is sharing those big ideas and those big dreams, am I just affirming them and saying, wow, I love that idea. Tell me more. What would that experience be like? Because I've caught myself by saying, well, we don't have the time to do that. That's not what we planned. That's not how we said this was going to go. It's not how we were going to title this YouTube episode. You know, it seems so simple, but if I'm constantly criticizing my partner, I am basically reducing that experience of love that she can actually feel. So let's move into sign number 3 of how you can tell that someone truly loves you.
Which is your attitude and their attitude. And not just the attitude when it's a good day. When you're in Fiji on vacation, or when you're both having a great day, you're in a good mood, that's not the attitude you're looking for. You're looking for their attitude in the tough moments. How do they show up when you're having a disagreement? Do they say, I'm not even willing to talk about it, you need to fix your stuff, it's all on you? Or are they willing to cool down and come together and say, you know what, we're on the same team, let's get back to connection? What is their attitude in those tough moments? That's how you really can tell if they truly love you, because marriage, relationship, it is going to pose challenges for you. So it's not about finding the partner who's all fun and they show up for you on a great day. It's those tough moments.
Yeah, it's really going back to true love not being conditional, not being based on a fleeting mood. And honestly, we see this a lot in our couples workshop. And we see this in both places. So there are 2 different types of couples based on their attitude. So when a couple arrives at the workshop, we're like, okay, what did you come for? What would you like to take away? And they may say, you know what, we're looking to better our communication, be more understanding with each other. We've had some challenges, yes, and we're really looking to grow together. And those are the couples that get the most, but they also keep it in place and have a strong relationship moving forward.
Absolutely.
And then there's another couple, and we say, well, what brought you here today? And they say, my partner made me. You know, I came because they wanted me to. And we're experiencing a lot of difficulty, and you know what? Hopefully it works out. I hope this is going to ultimately have us feel love. See, there's this attitude of not really leaning in, not willing to do what it's going to take, not being open, and that gets really clear on the attitude that's going to have that love be expressed and be present.
And you know, in closing, I want to remind you that love is not a mood. And here's the thing, you can't wait until they're showing you enough. You've got to take the lead and show them. And a quick story, actually, that I wasn't even planning on sharing.
Oh, here we go.
I actually told Aaron I loved him first. And I knew he was not ready to say it. But I wanted to, for the first time in my life, tell someone that I loved them, even though I knew I wasn't going to hear it back, because I wanted to be unconditionally loving. All the other times it was, I think they'll say it back, so I'm going to say it. What if you continued that 5 years into your relationship? Even if you don't think they're stepping up and showing you that they love you enough, what if you took the lead and you showed them? Because you know what? I bet you they will reciprocate it. So in closing, remember the 3 signs to look out for to tell that someone truly loves you is their attitude, affirmation, and attention. And we hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you want to hear more, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. We've got many more episodes coming. Also, if you haven't read our book, you can actually get a free hard copy of the book. Yes, we cover the cost of the book. You just cover shipping, so the link is in the show notes as well, thenewpowercouple.com. We're the Freemans and can't wait to see you on the next episode.